Welcome to Saturday night's main event.
The WWE Women's Championship.
And we're kicking things off with a Women's World Championship match. And here comes the #1 contender for that title. Asuka, one half of the tag team champions. The Kabuki Warriors so far have been running SmackDown in the women's tag division. Looks like the Judgment Day, Liv and Raquel will be set up to be the next challengers after Asuka got in the way of Liv Morgan versus Kairi Sane. That'll flow nicely into their first title defense sometime on SmackDown in this next coming weeks. But tonight, Asuka looking to take the title away from Tiffany Stratton, the title she beat Jade Cargill to earn, become the first women's champion in this universe mode. Asuka, one of the most experienced women's wrestlers on the planet, one of the best women's wrestlers of all time, not just in WWE but in any company. But she's going up against someone who could potentially be remembered as a future great if she keeps up at this extremely high pace that she is at. Stratton, one of the fastest rising women's wrestlers of all time, winning that world title in almost no time and immediately defending it at WrestleMania against Charlotte Flair. But now women's champion in universe mode, and she's looking to hold on to this title for a very, very long time.
Introducing the challenger from Osaka, Japan, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Asuka! And her opponent from Prior Lake, Minnesota, the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Stratton handing off the title. First match of a very stacked Saturday night's main event for high-octane matches. And we are underway. Asuka, Tiffany Stratton, one-on-one for the Women's World Champion. If Asuka wins, she becomes the first double champion in this universe mode, as heard. Well, she'll be holding the Women's World title and the Women's Tag Team titles. A very great start to the universe mode for the Kabuki Warriors. Starting off with grappling. Tiffany has the hold locked in. Go for the roll-up. Can this be enough? Doesn't get the one count. Try to end this one early. Now Asuka. Oh, was going to go for some sort of attack, but got forced back on defense by Stratton. Stratton so far getting an unrelenting hold on the control of this match early on. Stratton locking holds. Once again, driving Asuka into the mat. Very technical, slow start to this matchup. Tiffany so far controlling the pace in this one. Asuka trying to finally get some momentum going her way after the sluggish start. Stratton able to reverse it into a monkey flip. A smooth counter. Has the arm cinched in. Right now, Tiffany Stratton seems to be out grappling Asuka, which is something that is very rare, and I don't think you really see happens all that much. Oh, driving that knee into the back, and then a big stomp to Tiffany Stratton. Stratton gets the control again. Oh man, sending Asuka into the ropes. Brutal landing for her. That's gonna give us a nasty rope burn. Goes for the pin, gets the 2 count, which is pretty big, deep into that count. Very early on into this match, into the first match of the night. Big right hook catches Asuka. And now Stratton going for the guillotine on that middle rope. Drops Asuka outside. Oh, another big hook, but Asuka catches her. Gets the kick. Able to catch her breath for a moment there. And now Asuka almost driven to the stairs, but stops herself and is able to get control. Once again, slams Tiffany into the ground. Big kicks from Asuka. Now at a 5 count. And what could she be planning here? Looking for a... Oh my! A deadlift German suplex. Immense strength shown from Asuka into the power slam. Asuka needs to get Tiffany back in the ring, though, as we're now at a 7 count. But Asuka is showing no hustle or hurry to get Tiffany back in the match, but she needs Stratton to hurry up. Now at a 9 count and barely beating the count at 9. Asuka took out the ring post, but not able to take advantage of it as Tiffany Stratton was able to get back up and running before the referee could pay attention. But now, hammering in multiple strikes to Tiffany Stratton, trying to get control back in the match. Stratton able to roll out of it. Drives a knee into the face of Asuka and forces Asuka to yield that attack. This has been the most complete I have seen Tiffany Stratton in a match. She is just completely from bell to bell so far. Yielded control, dirty pin. Pin kicked out of by Asuka. If Tiffany can finish this match off soon, this might be the best bell-to-bell match that Tiffany has had, because she is just so far kept relentless control, but that might change. Codebreaker from Asuka. And Asuka trying to catch Tiffany into the Asuka lock. The move that has made many tap out, and Asuka may come off with a sneaky walk-off win if Tiffany taps out here. Able to kick out, though. Dangerous place to be if you're Tiffy, though. Oh, big kicks from Asuka. Enziguri drops Tiffany Stratton. Might have jinxed Stratton here, because all of a sudden Asuka has taken control. Never mind. If he has Asuka, rolling thunder. And now, prettiest moonsault ever. Pin made, and the brief gust of wind wasn't enough. No, it was. Asuka kicks out. How did Asuka kick out of that after getting hit with the prettiest moonsault ever? And reversal. Asuka gets control back. Reverse DDT drops Stratton to the ground. Asuka taking to the top rope now. The Empress of Tomorrow waiting for Stratton to get up. And from the top, crossbody misses. Stratton able to recover. But oh, Escalera from Asuka. Tiffy wasn't ready. Perfect drop kick. And now Asuka trying to get another hold in, but there's no referee to count as he's fixing the ring post. Before Tiffany could tap, the referee is back locked in on the match. Big chop thrown from Tiffany Stratton, trying to get control back in the match. It's swinging back and forth as Asuka trying to get the lockup once again. Looking for another suplex, dropping. Stratton with the kick to boot. Pin made, is that enough? 1, 2. Kick out from Tiffany Stratton. She has just a little bit more. I have a feeling whatever woman lands the next big shot in this match will take the win, as both have shown their big moves at least once. Asuka with the Asuka lock, Tiffany with the PME. Oh, driving the knee to the ground. That'll weaken your opponent pretty well. Oh, big jumping heel kick into Shiny Wizard. And Asuka looking at another Asuka lock. This could be it. Tiffany desperate to grab the ropes. Do we have a new champion? Stratton taps out. New women's champion. Asuka made Tiffany Stratton tap with the second Asuka lock. The most devastating submission move in wrestling. Claimed another victim tonight. Spinning, jumping heel kick, running into the Shining Wizard. Oh no, this is more of a hip attack. But the Asuka lock, that sealed the fate as Tiffany couldn't get to the ropes and she had to tap out.
And the new WWE Women's Champion, Asuka.
And just like that, Asuka is now a double champion. And she opens the show with a banger of a match. And we have a new women controlling Friday Night SmackDown. But we move on. It's time to find out who will be the Raw Tag Team Champions. It's Motor City Machine Guns versus the MFTs.
Is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the World Tag Team Championship. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 420 pounds, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Motor City Machine Guns, one of the greatest tag teams in their generation. One of the most evolutionary tag teams you'll ever see. Multiple time TNA Tag Team Champions, TNA World Champions, some of the best to ever do it. Solo Sikoa's MFTs have arrived. JC Mateo and Tama Tonga will be the two wrestlers in this matchup, but watching in the wings will be the false tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, and two enforcers in Tonga Loa and Tala Tonga, because he's the tallest Tonga. Alex Shelley to start this match off. JC Mateo starting for the MFTs. And we got tag team action underway. MFTs, Motor City Machine Guns, become tag team champions for the Monday Night Raw brand. Already, the MFTs taking control with the double shoulder tackle. Oh, but Shelley unfazed as he drives Tama to the ropes, but not going to work out. Big uppercut. Oh, went for the blockbuster. Did not connect. And oh, what a reversal for Alex Shelley. That tilt-a-whirl head scissors, but knocked both of them down. Tama over for the drop kick, but too slow to really get there. He has beefed up considerably since returning from injury. I will say, I could not recognize him because he is insanely buff now in real life. I just wanted to side note. He, like, no one talks about this. He looks like a completely different person. Here comes JC Mateo now, formerly known as Jeff Cobb in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Probably one of the more underrated wrestlers on the roster. Someone who really hasn't been given a shot to be anything big as a single star or anything highlighted in WWE, but maybe a tag team win with the NFTs could change things. Oh, JC driven to the post. Alex Shelley tags in Chris Sabin. And oh, looking for some tag team action. Dropkick jumping JC Mateo to the ground. And oh, someone on the MFT side threw in a kendo stick. Referee just now catching it. And Tama using that as a way to get a bit of a cheap shot in on Chris Sabin. But now Mateo looking for the power bomb, dropping Chris Sabin back first. Rough landing there as he tags in. No, I thought he was going to tag in Tama Tonga. He decides against his ring post has also been taken out. Referee has his work cut out for him with the MFTs at ringside, causing distractions left and right. Wow, great slam into the senton. Putting all the weight onto Chris Sabin's, but he is unaffected as he comes up with the lariat, chopping down JC. Oh, big backbreaker. The back of JC Mateo. Now Solo getting in the way, causing Chris Sabin to get distracted. Perfect Euro cut connects from JC. And here we go, Uranagi. JC Mateo getting control of this one-on-one affair, looking for another power bomb. And now he's taking to the middle rope, top rope, elbow drop. Perfect connects. Now Tama Tonga coming in the match. Saban drop back first. And now, once again, the LFTs stretching the rules to the best of their abilities. It's JC once again the legal man, but Chris Sabin looking for a powerbomb of his own. A little taste of his own medicine for JC. Oh, wow. Moonsault. Doesn't connect, though. JC back up. And now Alex Shelley driven to the turnbuckle. And, oh, wow, big drop kick. Now JC Mateo taken to the top rope. That is a scary sight to see. Top rope shoulder tackle. Hooks the leg. Chris Sabin coming to break out the pin. Now, oh, Shelley driven. The big body slam. Oh, spinning elbow to the back of the neck. Now Mateo driven to the turnbuckle before most of the Machine Guns can capitalize on it. Mateo back up and running. Oh, man. Standing moonsault from Mateo. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. Now Mateo driven to the ground. There we go, looking for another top rope drop kick. Oh, bunch of strikes, consecutive strikes from Sabin. Chop block from JC Mateo. Oh, Mateo almost had Sabin caught there. Big elbows from Chris Sabin to JC. Tag made. In comes Tama Tonga. And so far, the MFTs have been incredibly in sync throughout the majority of this match. But Sabin back up, trying to get to Mercy's side. And here comes Alex Shelley back in the match. Oh, man, what are they planning? Oh, wow. Double kicks. And a senton to boot. The Mercy Machine Guns, just like that, are back up and running. Now at a 5 count. And now here we go, hooks the leg on Tama Tonga. Only gonna get the 1 count though. Oh, wow! Another tilt-a-whirl head scissors drops Tama, but Alex Shelley getting a bit distracted by Tonga lower or Tonga. Couldn't tell what. Notice that whenever Motor Machine Guns have gone out to the ring, they've stayed at the opposite side of the MFTs, waiting at ringside. But now just falling back into the MFT's trap as JC and Tama working together once again. Oh, man. Great cradle suplex. And JC Mateo showing off the strength toward the islands. But Chris Sabin there just in time to break up the pin. Here we go. Looking. Wow. Back-to-back suplex. Look at the strength of JC Mateo. Now Shelley driven to the ropes. And running. Dropkick blocked by Alex Shelley. Oh, wait for that running elbow. Not going to connect, though, as MFTs have just kept control of this one. Beautiful slam by Mateo to moonsault headbutt. MFTs have just not given Motor City Machine Guns time to breathe in this match. It's been Alex Shelley or Chris Sabin on defense the entirety of this matchup, but could things be changing as we're looking at Skull and Bones? Mateo down. 1, 2. Kick out from JC Mateo. And Tama Tonga knew it. Didn't even bother to break up the pin. He knew that it was going to take a lot more than that to keep JC down. And now top rope DDT. Beautiful springboard DDT there from Chris Sabin, trying to get the momentum to swing towards Motor City Machine Guns. Well, Mateo's having none of it. He has been the MVP of this match by far. Been in the match the longest and has shown out and shown up much more than anyone else in this matchup. But Chris Sabin, a close second. Super kick. Drops JC. Tama went for the pin, or the tag, couldn't connect. Another super kick. JC Mateo's in big trouble now as Chris Sabin starting to get something going, trying to heat up. Big over from JC. Driving Sabin to the turnbuckle on the MFT side once again. Oh, wow. Big belly-to-belly suplex. JC Mateo, man, he has been on fire today, showing no signs of fatigue. Wow, in for a big splash, but Sabin able to duck it. But once again, Mateo regains control. No, never mind. Went for the spear. Counter with a DDT. Quick tag made. In comes Tama Tonga to swing the momentum forward. Big forearm. And Sabin not able to get going and catch momentum as Mateo stuck in the ring. Big splash from Tama. Oh, man. What could Tama be playing there? Looked like he was setting up for the package pile driver. But Chris Sabin able to counter with the lariat, but now it's Solo getting in the way. Drop toe hold to Sabin, cuts him open, right, a little laceration in front of the eye. DDT to Tama Tonga. It's been MFT's night so far, but can Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley make one last grasp? I don't know, because it looks like, wow, absolutely brutal front face slam. That gut wrench driver combo from Tama Tonga. I don't know the official name for that. I'm sorry. And oh man, looks like Sable was looking for something, but something that JC said to Chris definitely caught him off guard. Ref bump. Referee just took the hit and ran with it. I don't know how he stayed standing after that. But now Chris Sabin looking to steal one. Skull and bones. Pin made. JC though there to break up the pin just in the nick of time. Tama Tonga was down. That could have been it. Top rope moonsault. Tag made once again. And the Motor City Machine Guns are looking to find any way to steal the win here. Oh, wait for the running. And Zagiri, Tama caught it. Sabin driving Tama to the Motor City Machine Guns turnbuckle. Tags in Alex Shelley. Looking to work together once again. They're starting to get in sync. Slow start, but they're heating up. Drop kick. Oh. Oh, man. Sliced bread. And now Alex Shelley locking in the hold. Will Tama tap out? JC not able to get there. Tama's holding on for dear life. This could be it. They tapped out. Motor City Machine Guns steal the win.
Here are your winners, and the new World Tag Team Champions, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, that is... absolutely stole that one from the MFTs, who dominated the majority of that match. But man, someone's got to get JC Mateo out of there. He shined so bright in that match, and no results to show for it.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's United States Championship.
Giulia laid out an open challenge tonight, and it's already been answered. But we're just going to have to find out who it was that answered it. The beautiful madness of Giulia has arrived. Giulia, one of the top Joshi wrestlers in Stardom, also known as the Dangerous Queen, won the United States Championship in a triple threat, fighting some of the other top up-and-coming stars on SmackDown. But who will Giulia be facing to defend her U.S. title for the first time? Oh, yeah! After winning, finally getting her win against Tatum Paxley last night on Friday Night SmackDown, Lash Legend is here to win the U.S. title. Lash Legend, one of the biggest women's stars in the making. Undeniable presence in the ring.
Introducing the challenger from Atlanta, Georgia, Lash Legend. And her opponent from Tokyo, Japan, the WWE Women's United States Champion, Giulia.
United States title on the line. This championship heavy pay-per-view. Saturday night's main event. It's co-main. Lash Legend Giulia. This matchup underway. Giulia looking to get her first defense, which so far has been tricky for a lot of wrestlers. Out of everyone's first defenses, for Ethan Page's first defense, he lost to Penta immediately. CM Punk defended his title in a surprise World Heavyweight Championship match on Raw last week, and he lost to Braun Breaker. For Tiffany Stratton, we saw tonight she lost to Asuka in her first match. The only person that's really kept it, the only person that has kept it, not really, she has been Javon Evans, who defended against Miles Bourne on SmackDown last Friday. Was able to retain in a real heater of a match between the two superstars. Now, big splash from Lash Legend. So defending your title in that first match is all but guaranteed in Universe mode so far. It's been hard to get a stable run going, but can Giulia be one of the few to do it? So far looking pretty good in this match. Big strikes from the beautiful madness of Giulia. Now Giulia locked up in a hold, but counters it, wraps up Lash Legend with a hold of her own. If I was Lash, I would avoid grappling with Giulia as much as possible. A great technical all-around wrestler. Lash Legend, I think, needs to stick to her wheelhouse with the big power moves to overpower and really use that size difference to her advantage in this match. I think that's going to be where Lash Legend shines, but so far has not been given the chance to do so. And, oh man, what a back body drop for Lash Legend to take. Pin made, 1 count for Giulia. Oh, big kick. Oh, Lash Legend. And almost her own version of a torture rack abdominal stretch hold. Dropping Giulia face first on her knee. Yikes. But Giulia back up. No time wasted. Driving. Wow. Driving Lash Legend into that elbow. And now Giulia locked in on Lash Legend. The Kamigoya pin made. And just like that, Giulia retains the running knee. Oh, sorry, not the Kamigoya, the Arrive Darcy. And that was just a straight up squash match for Giulia to win. Dominated Lash Legend all the way through, so showing Lash has a long way to go. I think she just proved and gave Tatum Paxley a lot of ammo for their feud on SmackDown. But right now, Giulia looks to have a very long range, showing she is not affected by that first match curse. The beautiful madness era has arrived.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the WWE Women's Women's World Championship.
It's time for your main event.
Introducing the challenger from Adelaide, Australia, Ripley.
The Eradicator is back in the championship picture where she belongs in the main event of Saturday night's main event tonight. It's a triple threat for the women's world title. It's Rhea Ripley, Jordynne Grace, and Becky Lynch. Rhea Ripley earned her spot in this match after weeks of an ongoing feud between Grace and Becky Lynch that Becky Lynch denies exists, even though it clearly does, as she's now had multiple assaults towards Jordynne Grace. But last week she had a matchup against Jordynne Grace, match to maybe prove #1 contendership status, and the match started off rough match ended with Rhea Ripley getting the win, and then Jordynne Grace getting assaulted by Becky Lynch. That's how Jordynne Grace got into this match, due to Adam Pearce getting revenge on Becky for that repeated assault on Jordynne. But Ripley obviously earned it with that win against Grace. And speak of the world champion, here comes Becky Lynch. Looking to beat that curse that Giulia beat, the first defense curse that has been affecting WWE Universe mode so far.
World Champion of
Becky Lynch. The man has kind of gotten herself in a tough predicament. She's pretty much single-handedly forced her way into this triple threat by repeatedly attacking Jordynne Grace. Could have been a one-on-one between Rhea Ripley, a rematch that Becky has already won. That still would be a tough match, but now you add Jordynne Grace to the mix and your odds of winning drastic go down. And that's just the numbers. That's just the math. Jordynne Grace has had a rough start to this universe mode. Is 0-4 in her matchups. Has lost to Rhea Ripley twice and has lost to JC Jane and Becky Lynch. Loss to Becky Lynch was for a chance to earn a title shot. But now, Becky Lynch has forced Jordynne Grace into another title shot. Or her first title shot. So, I talked to Jordynne Grace before and she said that this was going to be the best she has felt. This is the strongest she's felt. She has completely reinvented herself for this matchup. Gotten a boost in the attributes and is ready to compete with the best of the best to shock the world and win the world title tonight. And now, main event of Saturday night's main event is underway. Triple threat, Jordynne Grace, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, Women's World Championship on the line. We've seen these multi-man matches can get very intense. We saw last triple threats we saw were for those U.S. and Intercontinental titles. Great exploder suplex from Becky. Oh, nice counter from Becky Lynch to get out of that big slam that Ripley was planning there. But now Jordynne Grace getting caught in the crossfire, as she's going to face the wrath of Rhea Ripley. She's 0-2 against Ripley in her career. So I think overall, Becky does doesn't have the advantage in this one. And I think it honestly goes to Rhea Ripley, who's had multiple wins so far, both against Jordynne Grace, but now has Becky Lynch a lot more scouted after they had their absolute heater of a match at Backlash. I think so far has been probably the best match in this universe mode thus far. Great spine buster from Jordynne Grace. Rhea Ripley was inches away from Becky and is shown to have a hold over Jordynne. I think definitely a good shot that Ripley can sneak in a victory here and become Women's World Champion of Monday Night Raw. Oh, dropping Jordynne Grace on the ropes. Becky Lynch now turning to Rhea Ripley. The thing with these triple threat matches, you can have a lot of comers and goers as Jordynne Grace bringing out the kendo, going straight for Becky Lynch. Now taking out Rhea Ripley. Oh, that tossed to Becky's face seemed very personal. Pin made. Only a 1 count though. Oh man, another a great Northern Lights suplex from Becky. I'm sorry, exploder suplex, I don't know. And oh, Jordynne. Great body, great world's strongest slam to Becky. Jordynne's looking definitely a lot fresher in this match than she has in weeks past. Looking to, I mean, it's going to be an insane comeback story if Jordynne Grace can get this. Definitely the big underdog in this match is yet to get a win in Universe Mode. And your first win being for the world title, that could be huge. But she has some tough competition with another exploder suplex from Becky. Now, looking to lock in the arm of Jordynne Grace. That stretch. Ripley slow to move out, but Jordynne Grace quick to counter and get out of it. Ripley letting the action unfold as Jordynne Grace threw Becky to the ropes. And uh-oh, she's become all too familiar with this. Riptide. But now turning her attention to Becky. I think she thought Becky was going to be down for much longer than she was, as Jordynne Grace is absolutely passed out now. But two big stars in the matchup. Turning their attention to each other. Trading blows, trading back and forth. Attacks. Great counter from Becky Lynch. She's used that multiple times now. German suplex takes down Rhea Ripley. Here comes Jordynne out of nowhere, though. Throws Becky into the turnbuckle once again. And Grace is fired up. Dropping Becky down. Taken to the top rope. Big splash to Becky. Rhea Ripley there to break up the pin, though. Oh, dropping Grace face first to the mat. Great counter. That was the move that helped Becky win the title with that roll up there. Decided not to go for it. I think she knew Grace could get up soon, but taking the pin. 2. Kick out from Jordynne Grace. Ripley there just in case that didn't work either. Oh, face first to the mat. Down goes Jordynne. Ripley and Becky turn their attention to each other once again. No shortage of action tonight. Could Becky steal it here? Dirty pin. 1. Kick out though. Ripley is charged up. It is going to take a lot more to keep her down. Jordynne though dropping Becky Lynch with her own version of a penta driver. I don't know what she calls it though. Pin made though. 1, 2. Kick out from Jordynne. Becky is laid out as Ripley is completely fired up. So far has been dominating most of the match. All 3 women back up in the middle of the ring. Becky locking in. And that armbar locked in. And oh, I don't know what Jordynne was planning there, but it got reversed by Becky. Now the 2 are trading blows in the match. Becky thrown into Rhea Ripley, turning her attention to the Eradicator. Oh, they're going to choose to work together. Oh, that didn't work. The 2 rivals tried to work together, and clearly they couldn't even do that as Ripley drops them headbutt together. Now Becky face first to the mat. Jordynne turning her attention to the Eradicator. Oh man, what could she be planning there? Looks like she was set up for another F5, but Ripley able to get their elbows. Counter. Big headbutt. And Ripley looking for the razor's edge. Down goes Jordan. Oh, here comes Becky out of nowhere. Manhandle slam. Looking to steal the win tonight. 1, 2. Kick out from Rhea Ripley at 2.5. That could have been it. That was the perfect moment for Ripley to steal it. Now, Bulldog, Becky cut open. It has been an absolute banger tonight. Ripley looking for a Riptide. This could be it. Becky's gone. But Ripley not going for the pin. Not confident that would be enough yet. She feels like there's just enough left that Grace would kick out, but I think she might have wasted her opportunity. Becky was outside the ring. That could have been it. Great arm toss. Arm drag, I mean, sorry. Becky thrown to the ropes, though. Each woman is trading their biggest moves on the other. Grace in a prime position to take a win here. Rhea Ripley rolls out of the ring. Becky is in the ropes in vulnerable position. But now Becky back up. She's overcharged. She was looking for the manhandle slam, but Jordan Grace reversed it. But she reverses this attack. Ripley slow to get up, but Becky decides to go attack Ripley outside the ring. Try and catch her off guard as Jordan Grace lays lifeless in the ring. Finally a moment to breathe as that sequence just kept escalating over and over and over again. And now Rhea from the top rope splash. Now Rhea Ripley thrown to the far side of the ring. Jordan Grace completely taunting in the face of Becky Lynch, and that backfired. Exploder suplex. Maybe focus on winning a match first if you're Jordan Grace. I don't know. Hot take. But Ripley and Becky understand what this is about. 2 stars in the middle of the ring. Looking to settle this once and for all. Becky had the electric chair drop set up. And here comes Jordan Grace throwing herself into the match. Driver to win it. 2. Kick out from Rhea Ripley. That was Jordan's match to lose right there. And Jordan, spine buster to Rhea Ripley. Oh man, gut wrench looking for the package pile driver. Reversed, back body drop. Becky throwing the chair, looking to steal the pin. 1, 2, kick out. Or not a kick out, breaking up the pin is Rhea Ripley. This match has been all gas, no breaks, you know what I mean, from the beginning. But, oh my! What unique offense from the powerhouse of Jordan Grace. Pin made, Rhea nowhere to be found. This could be it. Rhea Ripley out of nowhere, breaking up the pin. Great counter from Jordan, using the dead weight to drop Rhea Ripley. Becky looks like she was going for another manhandle slam. But, oh man! Jordan looking for the package power driver, countered once again into the lariat. Here comes Rhea Ripley with the sledgehammer to the kneecap. Oh my, brutal shot. But here goes Ripley dropping the knee. Big fist to Jordan Grace. Now looking for a third Riptide on Jordan Grace. And Rhea Ripley, the Eradicator, steals the Women's World Championship.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
What a match to main event the night, as we have a new Women's World Champion. I'm sure Becky Lynch will have a lot to say about that. The question is, who is her anger going to be targeted towards? Jordan Grace or Rhea Ripley. But for the night, it's the Eradicator's night. In the main event of Saturday night's main event, what a show. Another great pay-per-view. We can move on as we build to Night of Champions. We'll have King of the Ring in a couple of weeks. A lot of big underdogs could be made from that. But that's all we have tonight. We'll see you next time. Good night.